The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is Talkin Cowboys. Streaming live from the Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star in Frisco.
C.D. Lamb, touchdown. End zone, Jake Ferguson.
Prescott keeps it, and he bangs it in for the touchdown.
And now your hosts, Isaiah Stanback, Patrik Walker, Josh Rodriguez, and Kyle Youmans.
Go! Go! Dallas Cowboys!
For the first time since 2003, the Dallas Cowboys put the beat down on the New York Jets. It was a butt-whooping from the get-go. I don't care what the final score said. The final score still was a win, 37-22. But I'm talking about the 30-3 lead the Cowboys had before garbage time on the road. It's the first road win of the 2025 season, first road win under Brian Schottenheimer. And for those that are out there saying New York is the greatest city on earth,
No.
I completely agree because guess what? The Cowboys are 2-0 against the city of New York in 2025. Welcome into Talking Cowboys, presented by Black Rifle Coffee Company, live from the Star in Frisco, Texas, and the SWBC studios. Welcome in, everybody. We've got the whole cast and crew ready for you to rock today. Patrik Walker, Josh Rodriguez, Isaiah Stanback, Chris Bean in the back. I'm Kyle Youmans.
Yeah, yo. It was a smackdown, a beatdown.
It was a smackdown.
I seen what you did to my friend. Bam!
Welcome into Talking.
There we go. You just want to hear Kyle's voice?
Not me.
It wasn't me.
That's me watching the chat. Fellas,
You always watch.
drop it in the chat.
Because you're engaged
Absolutely.
with the fans.
I love these fans. Thank you so much for listening to Talking Cowboys. We are here on a Victory Monday. Woo!
And you guys just aren't the fans. You guys are a fam.
Yep.
Fam.
You know,
Family, if you will.
I like what you did
If you
there.
will.
you seem excited today, and that's funny because I was talking to Chris in the back, and Chris mentioned, "Are we getting coy Isaiah today because we beat the 0-4
better not get
Jets,
coy.
now
No,
0-5
Not at all.
Jets?"
I'm watching the film, man. You know me. Get here early, get a little breakfast,
Num
get my Black Rifle coffee, and watch film.
So no reason to be coy about a loss against the winless Jets.
Listen, not at all. You know what? I feel good about the win. Listen, you don't control.
As you should.
You don't control who's on your schedule.
Yeah.
No.
You control with what you do with whom is on your schedule. And the Dallas Cowboys took care of business. And I would like to give a lot of kudos today. There's no helmet?
No smelly stickers? No. Oh, man.
It's okay. We'll time you in the break. I would like to give a lot of kudos out. Okay. No smelly sticker right now. Okay, I have to decide
we'll
on
get
who's
there.
going to get that. I haven't done that actually.
Yeah. You weren't here.
It's been a minute,
Wasn't
huh?
here. Yeah, it's been a while.
Didn't do it a lot last year.
I would like to give a shout out, to Schottenheimer and his entire staff.
Absolutely.
Okay, shout out to the entire staff. They're
Clayton Adams
and what they've done. Connor Riley, what they've done with that unit to where there is no substantial drop off. There's no apparent drop off. Now you can always say our starters are going to perform better because they're starters, but there has not been a drop off where you're able to identify. I wish we had so and so. Right. They have been productive as an offensive line unit, and because of that, the ground game has continued. Who has been the benefactor of the ground game? Javonte Williams, number one. Javonte Williams has had career numbers. He's had career touchdowns, right? Tied his career touchdown yesterday.
Yep.
He's also had career yardage in a game yesterday. I'm assuming that his yards per carry is probably career at the top of his career as well.
I would say so, my friend.
Dak Prescott, top of the league in terms of passing, right?
Yep.
His efficiency fell off a little bit yesterday, but overall, all right, he's still killing it. George Pickens, the benefactor of offensive line, the benefactor of Dak Prescott, the benefactor of this running game. George Pickens had career numbers now, okay? You're talking about record number of touchdowns in his career, tied for it already through the first 5 games.
Yep.
Talk about the amount of yardage that he's getting. All right, he didn't get a bunch of yards yesterday, but just overall, he's done a heck of a job. So everybody seemingly is having their best. It's kind of interesting how these guys.
On the offensive side.
Okay, let's talk about the defense then.
I would love to talk about the defense. This is the first time the defense got any resemblance of a pass rush all year long. Do you know what happened when the pass rush was able to finish
Secondary looked pretty good.
Correct.
Damn good.
Secondary did their job.
Damn good.
That's
I don't
all
know.
it took.
It's kind of funny that you bring that
all
up,
it took.
Kyle, because there were some different guys on defense yesterday.
Yeah.
Wanye Thomas played.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
And well.
Yeah, and he played well. You had James
Houston.
Oh, James Houston.
Is that James Houston?
Yeah, so those two guys.
That's James Houston.
Yeah, that's James Houston.
Shouts
Those
out
two
to
guys
Carry
have
On.
showed up for you in the preseason, right?
Yeah.
So people were wondering why I felt, some type of way about some of our practice squad guys kind of getting taken. Those are guys that performed in the preseason as well. These guys were on the roster and performed well in the preseason. Wanye's been a contributor on special teams for years. These guys perform well. And there's this linebacker that I've been asking for.
Speaking of James.
Shamar James.
That guy, number
Yeah.
50.
Yeah.
And how many tackles did he have?
15.
15.
Actually had more but penalties negated 2 or 3 other ones. But yeah.
15.
15
On the
tackles.
film.
Hold on.
On
Get
film,
ready
he's
for the
got
most
15.
obnoxious Talking Cowboys episode of all time because this is a big time we told you so episode.
Oh,
It's true.
Oh,
Across the board.
I wasn't going to say it, but you said it. So since you said
Hold on.
it.
You go with Shamar. I'm going to jump back to offense because there's something I want to lob to Josh.
No,
So-
we told you about Shamar James.
Hold on,
We told you about Maris Lithgow. And
we going to savor this for a
I'm going
second.
to push my microphone
Hold on.
away and I
We're gonna
might
save
turn
this
down.
for-
Oh, no,
my
you get ready. You get ready.
I need you to enjoy your Javonte Williams 100-yard game in the first half.
I said it with my chest, and it was a smashing machine. That's ultimately what we
You
bought
did.
tickets to.
And-
Did we
and
say that?
Did we say that?
That's the
We
one
did
I
say
bought
that.
tickets to. That's the one I bought tickets to.
I bought those tickets as
Smash
well.
machine.
No, we didn't.
We ultimately bought.
I did.
You and I were on the same page, and we did.
What did I say?
We got the third down movie.
Yeah,
And I bought the Smash
we
machine.
went to the third down movie,
Yeah,
Isaiah.
yeah.
But I bought those tickets.
No,
You're in my back pocket.
You took those for free.
You went for the free. Damn it. So we got Shamar James.
Yes.
Good try,
Hive,
though.
Okay.
Hive, yeah.
Javonte Williams.
Yeah.
Hive.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, did you just drop the draws?
Let me tell you something about number 19.
He just dropped the draws.
Let me tell you something about number 19.
Oh.
Chill
Oh.
out.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Say it with your chest.
Kendrick in the chat. In the chat, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You beat me to it. Ryan Flanoy.
Woo! Say it again.
Ryan Flanoy.
No. Hey.
Make sure you say his name right. It's Flanoy.
How many?
Ryan Flanoy. Career game. What my guy finished with? Oh my God.
114 through the air.
114 on 6 receptions.
I also had 10 more on the ground.
He was a running back too, which is why when I asked Dak Prescott about one of his biggest attributes, he said strength. So what was one of the bigger attributes I said about Flanoy? Physicality, ability to dominate the line of scrimmage, get
Tell
off
him.
press coverage, all right, attack at the high point,
Tell him.
and run routes. We saw all those things on the full display yesterday. It's almost like he should have gotten these opportunities before.
I don't know.
It's almost like he a game breaker.
Oh. So, how many career games was that? Flanoy? James Houston? Shamar James? Javonte Williams?
Oh yeah,
George Pickens?
that's
Maris
right.
Leofau.
Maris Leofau?
That's right. Show your ride. Show your ride. That's
saying.
shoulder for right on.
Just saying. Just saying.
Showing up
They
for
were playing against other professionals. I know what people are going to say. Okay, I'm not saying that our fans and our fan
They're
in the chat are going to say
0-5.
They're 0-5. They're professional athletes.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, are they as good as they want to be? Absolutely freaking not.
on.
Nobody wants to be that. But they were who were on the schedule, and that's what you had to take care of.
So for that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, right here.
go ahead and say it
Continue talking.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that's a great sign.
Continue talking.
Patrick is holding up a sign that says, "This does not," underline it in all caps, not imply the Cowboys will win the Super Bowl.
That's
Yeah.
one
Which
heck
I
of-
completely agree with.
Absolutely.
but it's
this is-
one heck of a building block.
It is a
Yes, it
building
is.
block. This is a step in the right direction. Your defense, sorry for my language, for all those family users out there, has played like ass throughout. They did not. They did not play like that against the Jets. They did not play like that. They played well. The defense finishes with 5 sacks. They took the ball away from a team that struggles to hold on to the football. They did not play like that in this matchup, and that's a step in the right direction. I don't care who you're playing.
This is a big win, not only for the Dallas Cowboys, but for Talkin Cowboys. Genuinely, I mean that.
We know.
Because these are guys that we've talked about since training camp. These are guys that we've been championing. And then, unfortunately, Jack Sanborn had the concussion protocol. He was out for the rest of the game. To have Shamar James come in, and honestly, that changed the vibe of your defense. He was able to fly to the football. If you read the wrong read, he was able to get to it pretty quick and make a tackle. One thing that you didn't see last week that you saw this week were tackles. Like we just said, Shamar Mark James, 15 tackles. Amazing for a backup linebacker that we've said maybe he should be in the rotation earlier more than not. Anyways, to get past the I told you so stuff, one of the main things
get past the what?
I told you
so.
I told you so.
Should we just say it all together?
I told you so.
Okay, good.
This is one of those episodes, guys. Sorry, we need to embrace this a little bit.
Keep the party going.
We've had a lot of losing. We've had a lot of tying recently, guys.
Yeah.
We got to embrace this a little bit. And for those listeners out there that know, just give us a break on this one. But guys, one thing I want to shout out here.
Okay.
And we're talking about the defense and making plays. Yeah. You know, early on in that game, first drive, I was like, oh okay, this is 1 third down conversion after now. That's what this movie's about to be.
They're running the ball.
Guys, let me paint you a picture real quick.
Paint it.
Picasso.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line on the first drive of the game. The Jets score here. The Cowboys are down 7-0 on the first drive of the game, which has been proven to be ungood for the Dallas Cowboys when they're having to play from behind. Granted, it's the first drive, but it's just the implications of it, and it's just not good for the Dallas Cowboys.
Bad vibes.
Bad vibes. So second and goal at the 3-yard line. Solomon Thomas.
Yeah.
Unblocked tackle for loss on Breece Hall, a guy that you had a really hard time bringing down yesterday, the entire day. But Solomon Thomas, as a former Jet, getting his revenge a little bit. He was there for 3 years. He kind of had a little chip on his shoulder for that. That unblocked
4-yard loss.
4-yard loss. That was the change of pace that
You might want to block that, man.
What happened next?
Oh, and then who was it but Dante Fowler?
Okay. Got involved. We've been asking Dante Fowler to refine his form. Dante Fowler, and granted, it hit off.
Uses his head, arguably.
Hey, head, hands, chest, doesn't matter to me. He pass breakup, okay?
Chest, pants, shoes.
And a little bit of boosie in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Dante Fowler, he gets involved, and if not for the sky cam, maybe Kenny Clark comes down with the interception. Who knows? And then that drive, to your point, ends in a
field goal.
Field goal, not a touchdown.
Manageable way to come back after a drive like that. Bend, don't break was the certification of the Dallas Cowboys defense all day long.
I do have to bring up one sore spot.
I'm glad you will. Yeah.
I don't want it to be all.
Yeah, we got to bring us down.
We got to be able to analyze.
Well, and that's the part of it. This team is not going to win the Super Bowl because they beat the 0-4.
No.
It's plain and simple. There are things to get better at.
You cannot win the Super Bowl if you miss extra points. I mean, come on, Brandon. Huh?
Dang, and I thought this
worst day.
Come on, man. Freaking A.
Contribute.
Can't believe you.
He kicked it out of bounds.
And he kicked it out of bounds. What the heck, Brandon Aubrey? Your worst game of your career.
I'm glad it happened this day. I'm glad it happened when it was 30-3 and it didn't happen when it was, what was it, 47, 44 or whatever the final, or I guess it's 37-34 and we needed a 64-yard field goal to keep us from going 0-4.
So
everyone has an off day.
He's a little human, but he's still Brandon Aubrey. I want to circle real quick back to something Isaiah said because I pointed it out on Twitter yesterday on X. This coaching staff on the offensive side of the ball, obviously we're giving a lot of rightful credit to Brian Schottenheimer for orchestrating the league's best offense. Okay, the hiring of Clayton Adams and Connor Riley,
it's genius, man.
That combo pack is nasty freaking work.
Absolutely.
When you can have, because Clayton Adams has a big hand in coordinating the offensive schemes going into each game, so he has, there's that. But also he has the duality of being a heralded offensive line coach out of Arizona. So you combine that with Connor Riley and what he can do as the offensive line coach heralded out of Kansas State, bring those together. Like Isaiah said, and Quinnen Williams yesterday. Let me just illustrate the point real quick. Quinnen Williams.
Did you hear his name?
No. You know why you didn't hear his name? Here's why. He only had 3 tackles. He had only 1 quarterback pressure. He had only 1 run stuff. He had 0 sacks. One of the things KY pointed out last week when we were previewing this offense versus that defense is Quinnen Williams not only is a monster at stopping the run, only 1 run stuff, but he also is a monster on the pass rush. 0 sacks. Only 1 pressure on Dak Prescott. Let me detail this for you even further. Left to right, you had Nate Thomas. Was it Adeniji. Okay. Brock Hoffman.
Yep.
And TJ Bass. 4 backups to the left of Terrence Steele. And still, Dak Prescott was only sacked 1 time by McGregor when the game was well out of hand.
That's the most impressive thing in my opinion.
Unbelievable.
About this whole thing.
Connor Riley, Clayton Adams.
You're missing CeeDee Lamb. That's one thing. This is the first time the Cowboys have ever won a game without CeeDee Lamb catching a pass, just by the way, since he was drafted in 2020.
That's crazy.
So with all that being said, you're missing your number one target. That's tough in its own right. But missing guys on the offensive line is a completely different animal.
Yes, it is.
You know this as a former quarterback,
Facts.
Isaiah. When you have to deal with the cohesion up front, when you have to deal with a different ball snapper, when you're doing a different center, that communication, and then you've got to move positions. Hakeem Adeniji has played what throughout the majority of his time in Dallas?
Tackle.
He's played tackle. He's playing left guard.
Yes, he is.
He's going in there and playing left guard. Nate Thomas did not play his entire rookie season, really didn't practice his entire rookie season. This is his de facto rookie season, and he's playing at left tackle for a former first.
They let him go.
Absolutely. The one thing I even hate about this is because people out there that are draft nuts, and we hear this a lot on the draft show, of you should never spend first-round picks on offensive linemen, but it was 3 undrafted free agents, a 6th-round pick, and a 7th-round pick starting up front for your offensive line in this game, and they did their job. Yeah. But I think that's a lot of credit to Clayton Adams. It's a lot of credit to Connor Riley. It's a lot of credit to the guys up front that put it all together, because when they pieced it all together, it made a complete difference, and you could tell Dak was still comfortable in the pocket running this offense all the way through this, even without his starting 4 of 5 offensive linemen up front. That's an incredible stat. And I think no matter if they're playing a high school team or college team or a pro team like the New York Jets, I don't care. That is a huge win because you got it done without those guys in the fold.
Tommy Yarish wrote a great article about this and about Dak's support of the offensive line, the backup offensive line. And in his press conference, he was talking about how, like, if there's anybody that believes in guys that people think shouldn't be starting, it's me. That's not the exact quote, but please check out that article. His confidence level in the offensive line was at its highest, and I mean, for good reason, because those guys played lights out. They really did.
It's so funny because when we were doing our training camp shows, it was telling people, we were talking about, like, what's the biggest biggest additions to the team this year, and like I kept going back to my conversations on air and off air, the offensive line, the investment into the coaches, the investment into the coaches, investment to the coaches. And they're like, oh, you sound crazy. Okay, everybody wants to hear the players. This is why. This is why when you are able to go and take arguably the best offensive line coach in the NFL and bring him on your staff. You took him. You took him from Arizona.
Snatched.
And then you went and you took arguably the best offensive line coach in college. And you brought him on your staff. You have 2 masterminds at that position group working on where you have invested the most resources over the last few years. And now you're seeing the productivity not only from your starters, but now you're understanding the importance of positional coaching. It is the most undervalued aspect of this NFL game. Position coaches. We have been on this show. It was just Talkin Cowboys, right?
That's the show we're on.
That's the show we're on. We talk about position, the importance of position coaches so much. Right, we've given a lot of credit to Linda Wells. We talked about Al Harris last year. We've talked about a lot of these positional coaches and the impact that they have. You are seeing it. You do not, and I repeat, you do not get to your 2nd and 3rd people on the depth chart at the offensive line and maintain your productivity. It does not happen in this league. You might get away with it at maybe 1 spot on your offensive line because you can kind of help and favor and shift and change your scheme. 4 out of your 5, and you're still putting up numbers, and people are having career days. It doesn't happen. So I want people to understand, and please give hand claps to Shadi and give hand claps to this offensive line mastermind that has taken place between those 2 coaches that are responsible for that unit that goes out regardless of the personnel. It doesn't happen, and you have to pay respect to Shadi for identifying where the resources needed to be placed. It wasn't the popular thing. It wasn't flashy. It wasn't we're going and trading and grabbing some more. No, these are our guys. We're going to grab one more offensive lineman this year, right, in the draft, and we're going to coach the heck out of these guys. And you have 2 guys doing it.
Well, we need a collection play. Because, amen.
I like it. All right. When we come back, I want to focus on the defensive side of the ball because there were a couple things that went well. You talked about Breece Hall. That did not go as well. There are things that they're going to have to clean up going into this next week against Rico Dowdle, who had a really big game.
And he put some we'll talk about that. No, not even just that.
Then he said a thing.
He was talking
and then
a little bit too. But is this defense fixed? That's my question going into the next segment. There we go. That's why. When we come back with more on Talkin' Cowboys.
Every day begins with a promise to work hard and to build a future. That's why we're here, providing the tools, expertise, and John Deere equipment you have relied on for generations to help you get the job done right. We're with you. That's our promise to you, because no matter the project or the challenge you're facing,
we're with you. We're united.
If you're looking for fresh American roasted coffee that gives back, you need to head to your local grocery store and pick up a bag of Black Rifle coffee. That's right, America's coffee is now available in the coffee aisle of a grocery store near you. Black Rifle Coffee Company is veteran-founded with a mission to give back to those brave men and women who have served our nation. Every bag, box, or can you purchase helps support that mission. Head to your local grocery store and roast yourself some Black Rifle coffee today.
How's it going? You see that Cowboys game?
Oh, I watched. Been seeing some good things.
Totally. They have some talent.
Yup, some great talent.
And they got some fight.
Hoping this is the year.
Me too. Oh, I'm Cody, by the way.
I'm Travis.
Nice to meet you, Travis. Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys!
Make a new friend based solely on their shirt choice. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation.
I'm home.
Hey, Mom. Before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you...
Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow.
Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service. Guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impact 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
Back to Talkin Cowboys.
Back here on Talking Cowboys, presented by Black Rifle Coffee Company, the official coffee of the Dallas Cowboys. This segment is brought to you by Invisalign, the official smile of the Dallas Cowboys. So glad you're with us. Patrik Walker, Josh Rodriguez, Isaiah Stanback, and Kyle Youmans. Patrik, you got a comment of the day here?
Real quick. This is from Hoodie, the Basement Boys.
Okay.
Hoodie asks, he puts this to the chat. How are 500 plus watching but only 22 likes? Like the damn video. These men deserve it. LFG. He ain't wrong. He ain't lying. Smash the like button.
I told you so.
We need engagement.
Yeah.
That might be the title. I don't know.
I told you so.
We told you so.
That boy is good.
Hey, Mr. Rodriguez, can you please explain to our fan fams? You like that? Our fan fams. Can you help them understand the importance of engagement?
Engagement is huge for us, man. It lets us do what we want to do and add more things to the show, buy more equipment for us. I mean, it's great for us. Please like and subscribe. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button.
The smashing machine.
Smash!
Wreck 'em Ralph.
Dude, Beamer's got like a new sounder back there, and I love it.
When you have engagement,
he has fun on this show.
When you have engagement, Beamer has more toys in the back.
Yes.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Do it for Beam.
Do it.
Get Beam more
Hashtag
toys.
do it for Beam.
Hey, yo.
All right. Let's talk about the defensive side of the ball.
Let's do it, Kyle, because that's what I'm watching this morning.
I know you were, and you were talking about a certain safety that hasn't played super well throughout the season, but did play his butt off yesterday. Tommy Yarish bringing us ours.
Good job, Tommy.
Thank you, Tommy.
We were just talking about a Gator that had a great week.
Who's your smelly sticker? Just real quick.
Yeah. Now you get to give a smelly sticker.
Anybody that's not from the University of Georgia, just to spite Patrik.
Shamar James is going to get one. And good weekend for the Gators, right? All thing Gators, right?
You did set yourself up for that one.
It's okay.
Yeah, you could have.
I'm not going to say anything because he brought the helmet.
Brand new offensive linemen. There's always next year.
The Cowboys had 4 brand new offensive linemen, and they won.
An MVP at quarterback.
Ooh.
Oh, so you're saying your quarterback is
shots fired at your own QB?
Oh,
we got to get some developmental.
Something wrong with that arch?
Huh?
Something wrong with that arch? It's McDowell's, not McDonald's. It's the arc, not the arch.
They got all sesame seed, but
That boy is good.
Thank you, Tommy.
And terrible.
Thanks, Tommy. .com.
Saving the day, Tommy Yarish bringing us our smelly sticker helmet.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah.
Like I said, the sounder is working.
Yes.
That's
Beamer
awesome.
is on fire.
He did try and say the 4 out of 5 offensive linemen. That's not going to work. Not in this show.
Tried.
Not going to work here. Sorry, Tommy. Sorry about your Longhorns.
Love you, Tommy.
Except I'm not really that sorry.
I'm not. Could have just left it be. But yeah.
All right.
He walked into it.
It's all right. My team hasn't won anything in many years.
We got to talk about the Art Institute of Dallas.
Your,
all right.
Your biggest victory.
Cowboys give up a couple late touchdowns, 2 touchdowns in the final half of the fourth quarter. 7:56 left in the fourth quarter. This is when really the points started to happen for the Jets, but they held the Jets up until that point to just 6 points. However, Breece Hall, 14 carries, 113 yards, 8.1 yards per carry. He was running the football effectively, but Justin Fields was not effective. His passer rating and his overall stat line is not going to look poor. He was 32 of 46 passing, 283 and 2 touchdowns, but he didn't have any rhythm.
Did he forget that he could run really fast?
Yeah, probably.
He just forgot.
I was okay
Every
with
time he sees the star, he's just like, wait a second.
I was okay with that.
It happened last year in Pittsburgh, too.
Exactly.
Same thing.
What are you doing, dude? Run the ball. I mean, I'm
fine with it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Thank you. Appreciate you. But that whole dual threat thing we were all concerned about
He didn't show it at all.
Didn't show it one bit. Granted, that's the Cowboys being able to put him on notice and be able to contain him quite a bit.
Somebody got in his head.
You said what?
Somebody got in his head.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like on his own side?
Yes.
Yeah. That's unfortunate for him.
Unfortunate for him and beneficial for us. Thank you very much.
Well, they said, hate that for him. Love it for us.
But where did you see the biggest improvement from week 4 to week 5? I'll start with you, Josh.
Third down efficiency.
Like it.
The Jets offense was only 7 of 16, 44%, which by our metrics is pretty darn good for this defense.
I'm down for that.
It's a 180-degree turn.
I was actually okay with that. And then another improvement over last week was snaps for James Houston. Granted, he had the same amount of snaps as last week, but you saw the snaps being sort of divvied equally more so this week. Jadeveon Clowney had 31 snaps, up from 23 last week. Again, James Houston 36, Sam Williams 44, Donovan Ezeraku 52, and Dante Fowler 34. To me, that's a pretty darn good split for what you're asking for from this defensive rotation.
Yeah.
And again, James Houston he's great.
Yeah.
Maybe keep him out there more.
Speaking to that point, biggest improvement, pass rush. For me, I think the pass rush, I know the pass rush helped contribute to the third down efficiency of the Cowboys defense and being able to get off of the field more often than not. But James Houston, you're a dog.
A weapon, arguably.
Absolute dog. Needs to be starting. We've been saying it. We've been pounding the table about it. Isaiah's been standing on the table about it, and I'm right there with him. We all have been right there with him. We need to see more James Houston. His efficiency, as far as when he's in the game, his production versus his availability, it's off the freaking charts. And then you started to see contributions from other guys. Dante Fowler, we talked about it. Sam Williams, once he got that
Dante
penalty,
Fowler had a good game.
He did. Once Sam Williams got that apparently obligatory penalty out of the way. Seems like he got to get one. He got that out of the way.
Got it in.
He got it out of the way. He started playing some big boy ball back there, right? So the pass rush for me is the biggest takeaway. They found it, and they just absolutely harassed Justin Fields the whole game. He was nervous. He did look like he was playing nervous. They did a much better job of rushing lane discipline, keeping him contained. They didn't let him to break out a lot of times.
Not to the outside, at least.
Not to the outside. Now, that's the good. The bad is that the run defense, which has been stout this season, had a bad day at the office yesterday, for the most part. Breece Hall, when you look at those numbers, 8.1, those are true numbers. Those numbers weren't just being stacked up in garbage time. Like, he had the Jets in position several times to find pay dirt. So shouts out to guys like Maris Leofau, that red zone, the drive where they got into the red zone, and Breece Hall, he tears off another chunk, and right behind him comes Maris Leofau. Heat-seeking missile. Give me that.
What'd you call it? What was that? The Hawaiian Punch.
The Hawaiian.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's
it was on my
good.
highlight reel last night. It said the Hawaiian Punch.
You've got the juice now, Maris.
He did bring the juice.
He did bring
a little
the
high
juice.
fructose.
You got that.
Heck yeah.
Lots of that.
Lots of that. Shouts out to Wanye Thomas. We talk about how well he played in coverage and his great eye discipline yesterday, not cheating too far in one direction or the other, just played it true.
Keeping everything in front of him.
Keeping everything in front of him. at least two, possibly three different occasions where Breece Hall broke out, and it was Wanye that stopped him from cribbing that ball. So when you talk about Wanye, some of these young guys, you know, Houston, Marist, Wanye, and then you flip to the offensive side of the ball. These young guys had a day yesterday. But again, run defense, because they've played so well through the first 4 games, I'm just going to treat it as a bad day at the office. So going forward, if you can get this pass rush that we saw against the Jets, in addition to the weeks 1 through 4 run defense, that's going to set safety play and cornerback play up for success. And now Eberflus's scheme can take hold.
I would argue that Solomon Thomas had a really good game, aside from the rush defense like you're talking about. The run game was pretty bad in terms of our defense, but what Solomon Thomas was able to do, what Osa was able to do in keeping Justin Fields contained and limiting, you know, the rushing quarterback, the dual threat that we're talking about, and then also just limiting the pocket. Just like that's where he's going to throw from all day, and he wasn't doing very good at it.
Great. That's what you need, 'cause he's not a pocket passer.
So the thing that helped, sorry, I'm simultaneously continue to watch film. The thing that helped the pass rush hurt the rush defense. With Eberflus does not like to blitz. He doesn't like to bring additional players.
No, he's going to try and get home with 3.
He's going to try to get home with 4 guys up front. And the way in which he was able to do that effectively yesterday was by doing a lot of defensive line movement, right? A lot of guys were running TT stunts, which means that the 2 interior defensive linemen were crossing. You're running stunts across where three defensive linemen cross the face of the offensive line. You bring James Houston around, right, so that the tackles are consumed by the crossing defensive tackles across their face, and James Houston is able to sneak by. So they were doing a lot of movement up front. Now that helps in terms of your pass rush, but when you are doing that on, say, majority of your plays, now when they decide to run, they're using your momentum against you, right? So if you're crossing my face and we're running the ball, I'm taking you in the direction that you're going, which means I'm washing you out of the play, which creates big run lanes. That is something that they're going to have to fix. It was good that they fixed the pass rush with that, but it exposed them in the running game.
Yeah.
So now Eberflus has the film to say, okay, this was effective.
Can do it.
We can do this with pass, but how do we now still protect ourselves in the running game while still running this type of scheme? So
¿Por qué no los dos?
What you said. So really, really good in terms of the passing. But I said, to your point,
your moves so most.
Yeah, some guys got rushed. I mean, some guys got washed out, and so that's why there were such big splash plays in the running game, because they're stunning guys across the face and they're scraping linebackers to go ahead and feel the outside. So they're taking away the outside run, but the middle of the field, there's nobody there. But overall, the 2 interior guys, Osa had a good game. Osa was able to get a lot of penetration.
Got his first sack of the season.
Yep. Solomon Thomas had a lot of really good high effort plays that created some havoc. Mozzie was actually, he's like a spark plug right now. That's kind of like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So you see like, oh, okay, it caught on for a second, and then the next is like, like it's not catching.
Might have to hit the gas
right?
a few times.
Exactly. It's like the long lighter. It's like the long lighter. You know what I'm saying? Like when it works, and then other times you're like, come on, man.
What is going on?
So that's where Mozzie's at right now. But it's good. It's encouraging to see when he's on, he's freaking powerful.
Yeah.
And it's very surprising because it doesn't look powerful, but then you look at the offensive lineman going backwards, and you're like, dang, he's moving these guys. He's putting them on sleds.
Yeah.
I like to see that. I just want to see it more frequently.
They did pair Mozzie Smith with Kenny Clark a couple times.
A lot.
I liked that because, one, Mozzie Smith, when he was brought in here, was hopeful to be a nose tech, and then he loses all this weight.
Too little. Yeah.
It just didn't work out. I think Mozzie can be a serviceable 3 tech.
Yes,
I really do. In this league somewhere,
he has to get quicker.
And it felt like there was a pigeonholed role for him to try and fill the nose tackle. That's what we brought you in here to do. That's what you got to do, and we need one right now.
That's a good point.
Now you don't need one.
Yep,
you have Kenny Clark as your nose tackle, as your super strong, muddy up the middle defensive nose tackle. Now Mozzie Smith can kind of play free a little bit, and he's not Osa Odigizua. No. He's not your best.
He's not twitchy
on your roster, but he's better as a 3 tech than he is as a 1 tech
for sure.
And I think now that you've got those 2 guys to pair together, it makes it Osa, Solomon, and then not a massive drop off to Mozzie Smith and what he can do there too.
Yeah.
I think that rotation bodes better for him, and you saw it on the film yesterday.
One thing that I like to point to that is important: the emotions from the defense. The defenders were playing with heightened emotions. They were excited. They were, for the first time ever, I saw Mozzie excited.
I saw that.
Right? Mozzie didn't make the play, but what Mozzie did on particular plays allowed for his teammates to make the play, and he celebrated as if he made the play. That's understanding. You could tell that's registering with him. I did my job, and because I did my job, the guy that I was trying to free up made the play. I'm hyped. Like, that was so encouraging to see. And the stuff that you don't see on the film unless you go back and really watch it, that was encouraging to see. It was encouraging to see Trayvon Diggs celebrating from the cornerback role while his teammates were getting sacks, because he understood that what I did on the outside took away where Justin Fields wanted to go with the ball. And because I did my job, my guys went out there and made the play. And you saw him celebrating the sack. It wasn't, okay, we're walking off, okay, good job. It was, yeah, let's go, baby. Like, because I took this away, we got the sack. So you're seeing this camaraderie really start to come to fruition. And then when you guys were talking about the defense all in its totality, so much faster at the second level.
Way faster.
Shamar James is so decisive. Yep. Is he making all the right decisions? No, he's young, but he's decisive, man. And he's flying around, he's hitting. He's flying. He loves to hit. His energy's crazy. Kenneth Murray is still a tackling machine. Okay, so you got Kenneth Murray.
I like
what
we've seen from Kenneth.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. He gets lost in the sauce of a linebacker play and poor edge rusher setting the edge at times. I like what we've seen from
him. For the most part, he had a good game yesterday, but he did have a couple of misses. Like one of Breece Hall's runs.
But when he has fast guys like when you have guys like Shamar James and Maris Leafau that are able to clean up those things, you got to love it. Man. Matt Eberflus is probably back there like they're beginning to believe.
And the play,
you know what I mean? Like a Matrix Morpheus moment.
But look at what you have.
Sanborn was on, not James. So you're right.
Talk about the second level. You have Kenneth Murray, who's a tackling machine in the middle. You bookend him with Maris Leafau, who's a freaking flying Hawaiian. Yeah. Flying Hawaiian. Shamar James, who just wants to run through somebody's face, right? And he's just a high effort guy. And then when you walk somebody down in the box, it's either Wanye Thomas or it's Donovan Wilson. Both of those guys fly around and hit. So that second level, the reason why you're seeing the speed of the defense, the reason why you're seeing guys fly around and be a doggone moth to a flame right now is because you have those 4, potentially 5 guys in that rotation at your second level. So you have your guys up front that are trying to get after the quarterback. Your second level is fast as all get out. They did a much better job of getting depth, right? Not allowing passes behind them and then playing downhill. That's why this defense feels different right now. And you replace a couple pieces, right? Unfortunately, that go out with injury, but opportunities present themselves in this league based on injuries. Malik Hooker goes out. Jack Sanborn goes out. Wanye comes in. Leafau comes in. And Shamar James come in.
It looks better, arguably.
There may be one more guy that they're missing. Remember, at the end of that game, Donovan Wilson had to leave because of injury. Right at the end of the final defensive drive.
But you got Marquise Bell that could replace. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You feel comfortable there. But Donovan Wilson, that was probably his best game of the year.
Because he's doing what he does best.
He plays down.
Not playing coverage. He's a box safety.
We've been saying this since 2019.
Yeah. And if unfortunately, if Dono's out, you have another box safety that can come in and replace. So like I'm saying, like it's like Eberflus is figuring out, I can't just plug guys into my system, right? I'm learning what these guys do best and I'm putting them in position to be successful. And then the second half of the year, don't you get another guy back?
We'll talk about Agent Zero when he comes back in like a month. We'll see. But when we come back, we've got to do some smelly stickers. We got to give credit to those who made a huge impact in the 37-22 win over the New York Jets. More to come with Talkin Cowboys after this.
Yeah.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you... Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow.
Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service, guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
If you're looking for fresh American roasted coffee that gives back, you need to head to your local grocery store and pick up a bag of Black Rifle coffee. That's right, America's coffee is now available in the coffee aisle of a grocery store near you. Black Rifle Coffee Company is veteran-founded with a mission to give back to those brave men and women who have served our nation. Every bag, box, or can you purchase helps support that mission. Head to your local grocery store and roast yourself some Black Rifle coffee today.
Welcome back into Dear Doctor, the show where I answer life's questions with an ice-cold can of Dr. Pepper. Sheila, let's hear from our next caller, would you?
Dear Doctor, my friend supported me during a tough time, but what's the right gift that says, thanks for being a shoulder to cry on?
Okay, this one's easy. I say give her a delicious Dr. Pepper. Nothing says, thanks, girl, better than a one-of-a-kind soda. Yes, any Dr. Pepper flavor will do. Now, just a reminder that I don't need to be a real doctor to know that Dr. Pepper is the one you deserve.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code Cowboys VIP.
Back to Talkin Cowboys.
Back here on Talking Cowboys as the Cowboys take down the New York Jets 37-22. Back with Patrik Walker, Josh Rodriguez, Isaiah Stanback, Chris Beam in the back. I'm Kyle Youmans. I've got this smelly sticker helmet for those that may be new to Talking Cowboys this year. This is only the second time we've gotten the chance to do this. After a Cowboys win, we give our players of the game, and we do so by illustrating it on this Cowboys helmet with some smelly stickers. Scratch and sniff. That's because it's a little extra special whenever you get a Cowboys win, and we want to give credit where credit is due to those who earn it on Sundays and or whatever week of the or day of the week the Cowboys win a game. Patrik, you were on the flight. You're at MetLife Stadium. We're going to let you go first, my friend.
Yes, sir. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and put it on out there. I've chosen a mango.
Okay.
Chosen a mango. Would you like to know why? Of course.
Why is that, sir?
Mango didn't play.
This mango.
Oh, mango.
Okay. Mango. This mango is for Ryan Flanoy. Because Maine. Go off. Okay.
I love wordplay.
Ryan Flanoy went off career day, 114 yards in the air. Also added another 10 yards on the ground because why not on 2 attempts, averaged 5 per carry. Ryan Flanoy has been waiting for this day, and in addition to what I loved that he did on the field, I loved the conversation and the Q&A we had with him after the game when we asked about the patience and the mentality of it, and he was just like, he plays for the Lord, and he said that when he's playing out there, the way he stays level is it's always a one-man show. There's only one fan that he's trying to impress. Awesome. So that young man deserves it on all levels.
Very nicely done, Ryan Flanoy.
1,000%. Guys, in our first of 2 trips to New York this year, a guy went off in the Big Apple.
Hey.
All right. And he had a career day, a guy that we talked about last week. We're buying tickets for a movie. Which movie are you going to see? And one of them was The Smashing Machine. Being Javonte Williams and having a career day, his first ever 100-yard ground game. Amazing for Javonte Williams.
The juggernaut.
I love it. And 2 tutties to go along with it.
Yes, sir.
Let's go, baby. Javonte Williams, congratulations to you. We've supported you from the get-go. Kyle never had a doubt about Javonte Williams. You heard it here first. Big Apple goes to Javonte Williams.
Javonte Williams, I never had a problem with. It was the run game as a whole I had a question about. Just to be very clear.
Any more questions, Kyle?
No, but I do have a stat. It was the first time since 1978 that the Cowboys have had a 100-yard rusher and a 100-yard receiver in the first half of a game, in a single half of a game.
Is that good?
And it was Ryan Flanoy, your smelly sticker, and it was Javonte Williams, your smelly sticker.
Fusion
Boom.
dance.
Got it done. How about it?
On the nose.
Hi there, Isaiah.
Hello, Kyle. I have a smelly sticker.
What's on your nose?
I smell it. You know what I smell?
What do you smell?
I smell 2 mangoes hanging out, crossing their legs, just chilling. 2 fellas just hanging out, you know, because they took care of business. You know who those 2 fellas are?
Who's that?
They be
Clayton Adams and Connor Riley.
Okay.
I
That's
love
what they
that.
are. Those 2 guys are just hanging out. You know why? Because they never doubted it. Y'all just finding out. You know? Boom. There it is. Right there in the front.
Oh, I love it.
Clayton Adams, strong head coaching candidate? For
don't do that.
Don't do that.
desperate team.
Chill out.
I'm just saying.
Settle down, Beavis.
I'm just saying. At the totality of this year, you might
settle down, Beavis.
Just
hey,
silence.
You might consider it.
First year head coaches in New York are like 0-5.
Just
So
silence.
like, he doesn't want to go there anyway. He doesn't want to.
You bury that deep down inside and never bring it up again.
I don't want to lose him either.
Put it in a box.
I like him.
Lock it up. Drop it in the ocean. Along with my okay.
Oh.
No. You got to know the quote. Go ahead. You got to know the rest of the quote.
Okay.
You just gotta know.
I don't know it.
I'll show you after the show.
Okay. I don't know what's going on. I'm a little upset.
It's a Bad Boys quote. I'll show you after the show.
Okay. Okay. I was confused. All right. I'm a little thrown off here because I wanted to go with an offensive player, but all three of you guys did an offensive player. I think there needs to be a little bit of love for the defense.
Absolutely.
Do it, Kyle.
I think there needs to be. My original smelly sticker, and the reason I grabbed the macaroon, I was going to give it to Dak Prescott.
It's in French, though. You have to say it in French.
Macaroon.
Oh.
Is that how you say it?
Macaron.
So one of the things about a macaroon is you have the icing and it's kind of smashed in the middle, you know? And so that was Dak Prescott. He was putting it all together on the offensive side. That was going to be my original smelly sticker.
Okay.
But now I'm going to give it to Coach Eberflus.
Okay.
Because I think the defense as a whole
Figuring it out.
put it all together. And they pieced it together going into this matchup.
See what you did there.
Dak, you're an MVP caliber player. I would give you a smelly sticker every week so far this
He'll probably
season.
get a few more.
He'll get a couple throughout the year, but I'm gonna switch it up a little bit here. I'm gonna give it to Coach Eberflus because he's starting to put it all together, and it's starting to be pretty sweet, like a macaron.
And he's only going to get stronger because guys are coming back.
Yes.
Agent
0.
Say it all.
You still have multiple corners that are out.
Yeah, and you might be missing another safety this week.
Marquise comes in.
We'll see. We'll see.
Your leading tackler from 2 years ago.
I think for as much as that defense has not played well, I think there needs to be credit where credit is due.
Absolutely.
They shut down a mobile quarterback in Justin Fields, whether it was his choice or not. Yeah. He did not run the football.
His mobile button didn't work.
The only thing that was really tough was the running game. And Breece Hall's an elite running back.
He's a dude.
One more thing before we get out of here. Patrick, can you hold up your sign real quick? Sign that
let's just
brought
make
to the
sure.
table.
Let's just make sure that you guys understand.
I want to say this. It does not mean the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl, but don't come at me with this 0-5 talk with the New York Jets.
That's why we hit it in the beginning. We told everybody they were going to say that.
Desperate team theory, and now let's not move any goalposts here, guys.
Yeah, let's not move the goalposts.
They really wanted to win that game.
Pittsburgh Steelers beat them in week 1 by 2 points. Whatever the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're a one-loss team right now. The Buffalo Bills beat them not as bad as the Cowboys did. It was 30-10 the final score, but it was a much closer game in that football game than this one was when it was 30-3 Cowboys. Buffalo, one-loss football team. Tampa Bay beat the Jets by 2 points. 2 points, and it took a last-minute drive to go down and beat the New York Jets while the Buccaneers were at home in that football game. So with all of this being said, don't move the goalposts. Don't move it. The Cowboys beat the Jets down on the Sunday afternoon in Week 5. They get the win, 37-22. I just thought it needed to be
And that
said.
take does not imply
that the Cowboys are going
to win the Super Bowl.
Smiley.
Not the case. Cowboys 2-2-1. Back to 500, and they take on the Carolina Panthers this week. We're going to have a Talkin' Tuesday tomorrow. Be sure to give us a call, 888-855-2297. We're going to hear from you guys. We want to hear about your thoughts on this game and the game coming up this week. For Patrik Walker, Josh Rodriguez, Isaiah Stanback, Chris Beam in the back, I'm Kyle Youmans saying so long from Talkin' Cowboys. Thanks for joining us on a Victory Monday. We'll see you tomorrow.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!